Hi, Joe Bonnier from FastPitchPower.com. As we approach the beginning of the spring season, coaches are having to plan to install both softball and conditioning components into their preseason tryouts and practices. In this week's video, I'm going to give you an example of both a team and coach appropriate workout. What do I mean by that? We need to select exercises that hit the lower body, upper body, core. We need to use exercises that don't require a lot of equipment or space, so they're appropriate to be utilized within maybe a softball or an indoor softball facility, okay, where there's other athletes and teams training possibly at the same time. Space is at a premium. Most importantly, we need to select coach appropriate exercises, which means that any coach or parent should be able to supervise a big group of athletes to ensure the athletes are performing the exercises correctly. So we're going to use fairly simple exercises, but we're going to arrange them, organize them as a circuit, and that's what's going to increase the challenge or difficulty of the workout. All right, getting to the circuit. I'm going to show you a circuit of 3 exercises in this video, and next week I'll show you another circuit, so by the time you've watched both videos, you'll have a catalog of workouts to alternate with your athletes or team throughout the preseason. Okay, first exercise is going to be a bear crawl. It's our upper body exercise, but really it's a total body exercise, and it's as much as a strength exercise as it is a body control exercise, which is typically a goal for young developing athletes. It's going to look like this, okay, and then I'm going to give you a way to coach it to make sure your athletes are doing it correctly. You're going to get into bear crawl position. Kneecaps close to the ground and knees driven out. Okay, I'm going to start by going backwards. Okay, alternating right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Opposites, opposites. Okay, you want a lane up to about 10 yards, 30 feet. It can be 20 feet. 20 to 30 feet is going to be appropriate lane or distance for you to bear crawl. You're going to bear crawl backward 10 yards and then bear crawl forwards 10 yards, coming forwards, just alternating or reversing the pattern, moving forwards, opposite, opposite, keeping those kneecaps close. So how do we keep the focus on body control and keep your athletes performing this correctly? Take their gloves, take their mitts, put it on their lower back. This is going to act as their own little coach, going to keep their body square to the ground, keep them under control. Now, if they happen to lose control and they dump that glove off their body, have them start again, or at least have them restart. Give them a cue or an aid to understand where their body is in space. You can see as if my butt comes up, this thing's going to slide off. If I rotate too much, it's going to slide off. Bear crawl, 10 yards backwards, 10 yards forwards. Before moving further, you're probably going to repeat this circuit 3 to 5 rounds, depending on how much time you have with your athletes. Second exercise is just simply a reverse lunge. Down, pause, step forward. Down, a definite pause, step forward. Pause, step forward. 10 to 15 reps on each leg, especially if you're adding a pause, which is a way to make something difficult without utilizing weights like kettlebells or dumbbells, which you're probably not going to have in your indoor softball facility. Bear crawl backwards, bear crawl forwards 10 yards, reverse lunge, 10 to 15 reps with a pause on each leg. And the third exercise is simply a front plank. Just to go over the basics of a front plank, I'm going to want my nose over my thumbs. I want my butt tucked. My body should be fairly level, fairly straight. And in this position, you want to cue your athletes to push into the ground, crush the ground. Squeeze their glutes or tuck their butt, okay? Squeeze their butt cheeks together, and make a fist, crush the ground. Stay very active. They don't need to do this for a very long time to get much out of it. 20 to 25 seconds, if they're really focused on crushing the ground, will be what they need, okay, to get the benefits out of this exercise. Front plank, floor crush. Again, our circuit, bear crawl backwards, bear crawl forwards. Next station is our reverse lunges, 10 to 15 reps on each leg with a pause. Third station is going to be a simple front plank. Okay. Technically simple exercises, easy to coach, fairly easy to perform for any level of athlete. All right, but again, arranged as a circuit, 3 to 5 rounds, or maybe if you have 10 to 15 minutes at the end of practice, just have your athletes move continuously through the workout, getting water when they need, but not taking too much of an extensive breaks. Have them move continuously, and that'll give them some aerobic development, aerobic benefits, some cardio, instead of having them go outside in the cold and run. You can get the best of both worlds, some strength and some conditioning, depending on how you organize the workout. In next week's video, I'm going to give you another circuit of 3 exercises that'll really can give you a complete kind of fitness approach for young developing athletes that you're working with this preseason.